Voice in association with Fight Hype, here with Justin Pauldo. Justin, man, what's up? What's going on?
Well, I'm just training hard, getting ready to come back. I've been off about a year, so just putting in the work to get back in the ring.
What you think slowed you down? Slowed your momentum down?
Well, really, I had the shot at the interim world title, and I had an injury and like a weight problem coming up with the fight, so that fight had to get canceled. And right now, I'm just getting back ready to get back in there and get some big fights.
So that fight was against Rolly, correct?
Yeah, Rolly. Remember.
What happened with that situation?
What the fight? Well, the fight had to get canceled because I had like a kidney problem going on, liver problem with the weight and stuff. So they had to scrap the fight. But I'll be right back in there with big fights this year.
Okay.
So who you looking to fight since you didn't get the Rolly fight? Since he's about to clearly fight Tank, so who you got in mind as of right now?
Well, right now I just want to fight any guys in the top 15, top 20 because the interim title, that title no longer exists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just want to get myself back in the rankings, and whoever they put in front of me, that's what I fight.
How do you feel about them titles? Because as a fan, right, as a fan of boxing, I feel like the titles should be minimized. Like we should have less titles.
Yes,
but I understand the fighter's perspective also, where having a title gives you the accolade or just the attention that you might want. Just having that championship fight or having a title, I know that it comes with more money and just the accolades, everything that a title comes with. So how do you feel about the WBA snatching up some of those interim titles?
Well, I feel like a lot of it's a money grab, and it's kind of too many titles out there. It should be. I can understand them having the 4 different belts, but all the interim titles and the gold titles and all that stuff, that's too many. It's too many titles, so it's kind of confusing for the regular fight fans. They don't understand who the champion is. They got 3 and 4 different champions in one weight class, so that's just really too much.
So that doesn't really bother you, the fact that they brought him up in your last fight was supposed to be for an interim title?
Yeah.
So
No, it don't bother me. The title don't even exist no more, but my main focus is just staying focused and getting back in there and getting to the big fights and becoming champion.
So how many times you plan on fighting? I know the year is almost up, but the ending this year and going into the next year, how many times?
Hopefully next year I can get 2 or 3 big fights. There'll be 10-round fights, so it's just it ain't about exactly how many fights. It's just the right opponents, the right fights to put me in a position to get the title shot.
So you missed weight. You said you missed weight and you had kidney issues. So are you gonna stay at 135?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to 135. Just a thing about changing my diet, being more strict with the diet in between fights, not blowing up so big. Because I'm kind of a big 35 pound. I come down, so I gotta just stay more strict with my diet year round, and just gotta be a lifestyle.
Did you hire a nutrition or you just doing it on your own?
No, I was doing it on my own, but when I get ready for the fight, I'm having a nutritionist working with me.
Okay. What do you feel like you got to offer at the 135 division? You got it's a pretty stacked division. You got Tank, you got T.O. It's just a stacked division. You got Devin Haney.
Yeah.
So what do you feel that you add to that?
Well, I feel like I can compete with any of those guys, and I can do it all. I can fight inside, outside. I can box. I can bang. So I'm right there with those guys. I just got to get the fights and get in there and showcase it to the world.
That was my next question. How do you describe your style? Because I've seen you in certain fights where you come forward, but you're also a counterpuncher. But then you also got defense, so you don't mind sitting in the pocket, or you don't mind pushing forward or fighting off the back foot. You're pretty versatile. So how do you?
Well, I love to really fight off the back foot. I like being the counterpuncher. That's my natural thing. But I can do whatever it takes to win. I can go forward. I can go backwards. I can fight whatever style I need to fight to win. And that's my gift. I can change it up, and I can think on the fly. I can adjust in the fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you really good at adjusting, which some fighters go a whole career and don't know how to adjust.
Yeah, once the fight starts, it depends on what the guy's doing. Or if I need to change it up, I can change it up on the fly.
So you can do that by seeing what you see in the ring, or your trainer, or both?
Really, it's both. I always listen to the trainer, but I've been doing this a long time myself, so I learn and
I was gonna say
I can make my adjustments on the fly, and I go back to the car and I get the information from the coach, and I go out there and I do that too. But if that ain't working, because we seeing different things sometimes from the outside and the inside, I can always think on the fly.
So you watch a lot of tape of boxing?
Yeah, I watch a lot of tape. I studied all the old fighters. I love Hearns, Hagler, Ray Leonard, huge Floyd fan. So that's just my game. It's just thinking, and I studied boxing all my life. So.
Yeah, your dad was telling me, being smart in that ring, and by talking to you and watching your fights, I can tell
you come from a boxing
your
family.
focus. I see the focus in your eyes when you're fighting them guys. That's a big thing that a lot of great fighters have is that focus, and then you had an IQ to match it. So
I feel like when it comes down to a game of chess and there, like I'm one of the best, I can't be beat. If you try to sit back and outbox me, it's gonna be a long night for you. I can think with the best of them in there, and that's my game.
You think that comes from just coming from a boxing family?
Yeah, I just come from the boxing background and just been doing this all my life. Like I had my first fight at 8 years old. I'm 27 now, so that's almost 20 years of fighting. So it's just knowledge gained over the years from sparring, amateur fights, and all of that stuff add up. And then just studying the game of boxing on the regular. I continuously still learning.
You still a fan of boxing? Like
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I watch all the fights. I don't care if I'm better than a guy beneath me or whatever. I never look at it like that. I just always study, and I feel like I can learn from everybody.
How you feel about Tank and Rolly since that fight coming up?
Well, that's a good fight, it's an entertaining fight, but I think Tank a much more skilled fighter, so I don't think it shouldn't probably last too long. Man, with Tank power, I think yeah, whatever the over under is, I'm taking the under. Yeah.
I know it don't matter at this point, but what you think you would have done to Rolly?
Oh, I think I would have gave him a boxing lesson, a very good boxing lesson, but that fight behind us now, hopefully we can make it happen in the future.
Anything else?
Did you get a chance to check out the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight? You know, big heavyweight fight.
Yeah, of course I watched that fight. My heart was with Wilder, but Fury was just a better man that night.
Yeah. What you think you could have told Deontay Wilder if you was in his corner? You know what I'm saying? Just since you got this IQ,
Yeah.
what you?
I like to see him just have more of a snapping jab and not pull back so much. Like when he his defense, he's pulled back straight up and down when he's on the ropes and stuff. But I don't think there's much more he could have did. Fury is a great fighter, so yeah, that was that.
Man, where can your fans find you at?
Follow me on Instagram at Justin Pauldo, Facebook at Justin Pauldo. And I'll be
more
posting
active,
more.
huh?
Yeah, I'm going to be more active on the internet. I'm going to get out there and promote myself more.
$1 million
There's much
man.
more coming from me. The $1 million man.
Let's go.
Already.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.